Good evening everyone, welcome to Peisen's channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about my story listening, about Auntie Fai's personal life experience. First of all, I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which this video is conducted today. I would also like to pay my respects to elders, past, present, and emerging. As a stolen generation survival, Auntie Faye Clayton's life experiences highlight the deep personal and collective pain of being separated from her family and culture. Although Auntie Faye encountered hardships in her life, she still showed her resilience, power, and courage to help others. As Razio Amelia declared that listening is emotion at World's Granny Foreman 2011. Typically, in most parts of Auntie Faye's story, my emotion was influenced by her story and her emotion. Typically, when she mentioned her sad parts, at that moment I was actively listening not only to Auntie Faye's words, but also to her facial expressions and body language. At that time, I think my pedagogy is empathetic listening. Wellington, G 2022. I connected with Auntie Faye. My pedagogy of listening can be a tool, and more importantly, taking responsibility for what storyteller is sharing. Reflected to my experiences, I noticed that story listening is a powerful practice. It implements know-how to develop connections, allowing us to show empathy and understandings. Humphrey 2023. This can connect to inclusive practice by listening to children with various backgrounds. The most impactful part about the story is about Auntie Faye's decision-making for blood and organs donation. This highlights her good willingness to give back to the community and help those in need. This story changed my perspective. When it comes to the topic of story generation, normally we think there's a stereotype. We often feel sad, sorry to them, and showing mercies. But when I first saw Auntie Faye at the beginning of the video, I thought she might cry at some stage. However, although there were few emotion parts, her story is powerful, inspirational. And her story is not just about loss and mistreated, but also, more importantly, the one carries hope and healing. Her voice inspires us to remember her Aboriginal roots and culture, and the importance of this land and culture. On top of that, from my research, I found out Auntie Faye is actually an artist. Her paintings reflect her stories as well, which makes her story more visible to the community. I think this approach can be implemented in my early learning settings, while I'm talking about First Nations stories to children, more in positive ways to engaging with those stories. Well, thanks for you listening and watching. I see you next time.